Welcome back to CBS Soap Dish Recap, where we recap everything CBS soaps, both the young and the restless, and the bold and the beautiful. And this is your bold and the beautiful recap for August 23rd. And look like we got Hope and Thomas fighting over Douglas, Taylor and Brooke fighting over Douglas, Thomas, and Ridge, and Deacon fighting for his freedom and his sanity against, of course, Sheila Carter. But before we unpack this, take a second to make sure you're subscribed to the channel, and please don't forget to like and share. So we are over at the Cliff House, and this whole confrontation between Brooke and Taylor continues from yesterday, and it continues to escalate. Brooke is calling herself laying down the law over Douglas, what she won't allow, where that kid need to be, that Hope is his mother, that Thomas is not worthy, or, she's just putting it on thick. Now, Taylor, on the other hand, is making it clear to Brooke that, guess what, sweetheart, you don't get a say in any of this. And, of course, she stands her ground, too. She threw some jabs at Brooke as well about how this is our core family that me and Ridge is trying to focus on with Steffi and Thomas. And you, of course, have your core family with Ridge, and Eric, and Deacon. That was hilarious. But Brooke continued to throw harsh jabs at Taylor, who gives as good as she gets. Now, Taylor, she's not hesitating to get down in the mud with Brooke and slings more insults. And this hostility between them gets even worse. And talking about where they should live, it's crazy about the fact that it really reveals that Brooke really haven't forgiven Thomas or gave him any grace on his progression that he has made in his life. She don't think that he is fit to be, Douglas's father. That is absolutely ridiculous. And her saying that, I won't allow this. You're trying to do this just to become, coming between me and Ridge. Taylor was like, you're doing a good job of that all by yourself, which she is. So, this thing gets crazy. And you know what? The problem with this whole thing is that it's one thing if they fight over, Douglas, which there shouldn't even be a fight concerning Brooke. She has no say-so in this. She can't stop anything. But this whole thing with Ridge, they both need to move on and leave him behind. They've been back and forth over this man for years. And here we are at it again. So while they're over there sparring, Hope and Thomas is doing the same. Now, the thing is that it should not even be a question. It's time. That boy needs to live at least 50% with his dad, 50% with Hope. But Hope, who's always in crisis mode over this, she wants what she wants. She's just selfish like that. Again, some people might not agree with what I said yesterday, but it's funny how when Steffi had Beth, no matter the circumstances around it, that kid was still raised in Steffi's home. Of course, she should have got her daughter back. Same thing with Douglas. He needs to be with his father. You cannot hold control over that boy. So much so that we even saw when Douglas came home, she had to give permission for Douglas to go hang out with his dad at his great-grandfather's house. So not only did he have to ask for permission, can I go hang out with my dad? And can I go hang out at my great-grandpa's house? That right there is crazy. It should have been a non-issue. Plus, they made a contract that said it was only supposed to be for a short time. Brooke knows this. Hope knows this. Now, all of a sudden, when it's time to, give the kid over pretty much so Thomas can do what he needs to do, now all of a sudden you want to renege on the deal. It don't work like that, sweetheart. So, unfortunately, what it comes down to is not only what they have and what was stated, but where does Douglas want to be? Does he want to be in both homes? And that's his family. I mean, Thomas is Thomas Forrester. He should be with Eric Forrester. He should also be with Steffi Forrester. Well, of course, she's a Finnegan now. And of course, Taylor's his grandma, Ridge is the grandfather. Get over it, Hope and Brooke. Take a step back, take several seats, and let them have that. So let's head over to Deacon and Sheila's little love nest. Now, last we remember, she offered him a sum of cash. And of course, Deacon is trying to decide whether or not he can be bought. Now, Sheila is trying to bribe Deacon pretty much in this whole scenario by keeping his mouth shut. And she got a ton of money to make it worth his while. Now, although we know Deacon would definitely love some quick cash because she's trying to change his life. She's trying to change him from the bartender living in this little cozy apartment. It's not the back room anymore. But now he has his own little place. She wants him to be the man he used to be, which was the club owner and this other guy. I forgot what she said he did in business. But although Deacon wants some quick cash, he also realized that, hiding Sheila would mean he has to risk everything, including his relationship with Hope. Now, of course, Deacon doesn't want to go down for harboring a fugitive, especially one who's terrorized so many people that he know. But we do see Deacon give Sheila offers some serious thought. Sheila could send both of them back to the slammer. And that was the one thing she brought up, and before she tried to go into this whole seduction mode, because not only is the money going to make it worth his while, but having a little friends with benefits situation which is what she's encouraging, a little nighttime spiciness. She's also offering that on the table as well. However, he's thinking about it because he's like money and sex, which usually is a person's downfall if it's misused. But in this case, I don't know what he's going to do because for a moment she told him, just go over there and pick up the phone and call. Send me off. Let him come get me. And she was like, but you do realize if you do that, you're going down too because I've been in your house. So she tried to give him a little bit more friends with benefits insurance. And for a moment, it looked like he was getting caught up in the moment. But, like I said, she pulled away and, she was like, man, you got a decision to make. And so it looks like, he's caught between a rock and a hard place because what are you going to do? Are you going to, turn her in? He's telling her to leave the house. He's trying to kick her out, but she ain't going nowhere. Now, if it was in his best interest, I think maybe he should fake her to have her go outside the house and change the locks. Or disappear for a while and go stay at a hotel so she can't find him and don't open the door. But the way he's looking, it looks like, she's going to be staying at his place for a while. Because she put a little bit something on his mind between the money and, everything else. So, of course, between these two, it's going to be funny. It does say, a lot is coming up ahead. Also, the fact that Hope is going to stop by probably the end of this week. Now, she'll probably be dressed up in her whole mask garb. But, yeah, this I don't know how long this can go on without this whole thing blowing up sky high. So we'll have to see. Actually, we got some pretty good, interesting storylines. I'm looking forward to it, and I definitely don't want to miss out on what's coming ahead with all of these storylines. So there you have it, your Bold and the Beautiful recap for Tuesday, August 23rd, 2022. Let me know your thoughts on this particular episode. If you haven't seen the Young and the Restless recap for today, it's also been already uploaded to this channel. So until the next video, like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you very soon. Bye.